Match number 5 coming up. Division 1 doubles. Goixerri and Urbieta, chance to win the championship against Urrutia and Aratz. Goixerri and Urbieta 8-2 in the regular season. Urrutia and Aratz 5-5. And the only 2 losses for Goixerri and Urbieta came against Inaki and Manu. Outside of that, they beat every other doubles team twice.
If they're able to finish it, what a way to retire for Urbieta. Potentially his last professional match. Played right now with the championship on the line.
Both matches in the regular season were won by the Renegades in 3 sets. 6-3, 3-6, 6-4 on March 25th, and then 6-2, 4-6, 6-2 on April 21st. Ready to begin this top division doubles match, championship on the line. Well, what we've said, Stu, is all kind of come true. Here's the final opportunity for the Fireballs to defeat Goixerri or Goinaga. If the Renegades win this one, they're going to win the championship in 5 games. It's their last chance.
Here's the catch by Aratz, backhand from the 11 line. Goixerri from the 9 line. That ball's on the wall the whole way. Aratz is there. Here's Goixerri. To the forehand of Urrutia. Urrutia powerfully from the right side, caught there by Goixerri. Urrutia now on the backhand from the 7 line to the inside. Urbieta. Rebote. Goixerri has it on the left side. To the inside he goes. Aratz is there. Backhand by Urbieta. Urrutia. Backhand to the inside. Urrutia now from the 11 line. Aratz is there. Goixerri. Powerful backhand. Caught by Aratz. Urbieta from the 10 line. To the inside. Into the corner it goes. Aratz is there. Goixerri. Backhand thrown powerfully to the forehand of Aratz. Goixerri saves the rebote. Light touch. Urrutia is on it. Powerful costado inside. Scooped up by Urbieta. Urrutia. Backhand from the 10. Here's Aratz to the inside. Goixerri's there. Aratz now from the 11. Urbieta up high. Backhand to the inside. Goixerri sends this. Rebote. Rebote now by Urrutia to the inside. Urbieta from the 11 line. Urrutia on the rebote. Kicks to the inside. Goixerri winds up. Filo, the kill shot. Costalo outside placement will score. Goixerri and Urbieta on the board first here for the Renegades. Goixerri serves.
Well, Goixerri seemingly picking up right where he left off on the last match. I mean, gets an opportunity, he goes with the filo straight outside.
Again, we're used to seeing Goixerri play aggressively. He just seems relaxed.
Yeah, relaxed, and he's shooting, I mean, pretty quickly here. And Urrutia, I mean, we said X factor on the night. First matchup he played against Goinaga. Goixerri's a little bit of a different animal, just better catching, a little more range, a little quicker. So everything just a little better there in this match. Going to be tough for him.
Goixerri on the rebote. Urrutia cuts it off at the 4. The 2-wall scooped up by Goixerri. And that carom by Goixerri on the return will score. 2 points for Goixerri and Urbieta. Goixerri has the serve.
Well, Urrutia going for the split placement here, but Goixerri was, I mean, right on the line of the splitter. Carom is just out of reach. Goixerri's been everywhere and in the right spot again. He read that perfectly. Takes a quick 2-0 lead. Fireball season on the line.
Powerful serve by Goixerri is an underserve. First fault. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Urrutia picks the serve, rifles it outside to score. That's a point for the Fireballs. Urrutia and Aratz. Urrutia serves.
Goixerri kind of floated in this second serve, doesn't cross the wall, so Urrutia attacks, gets it, and fires it outside.
Such
Feels
power.
Early.
I mean, such
so
power.
hard to read that ball.
You're right, Andrew. Urbieta makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote for Urrutia. Urrutia to the inside. That ball kicked. Caught by Urbieta. Urbieta high and hard to the front wall. Rebote forehand by Urrutia. Passing. Goixerri on the rebote. Taken, but tipped in the front court. That's 3 points for Goixerri and Urbieta of the Renegades. Goixerri serves.
Well, as I was saying earlier, you know, Urrutia had a lot of success against Goixerri in that first matchup, but when you play against Goixerri, I mean, you know that you're playing against the best defensive player and a guy that can kill it if he's able to stop it outside. So you're a little hesitant to throw the shots. He's always in the back of your mind, and I think that's what you're seeing early. Just not great play here from Urrutia, trying to, pressing a bit and just not playing great. A lot of time to get back, though.
Goixerri to the inside. Perfect catch. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side for the big bounce. That stays inside. What a catch by Urbieta in the corner. Aratz is there. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Urbieta again. Backhand from the 11. Aratz in the corner. Goixerri now from the 9 line. Powerful, powerful backhand. Takes off Rebote all the way to the 3 line. Rifled outside. Goixerri came up with that catch. Aratz is there. Urrutia steps out of the way. Urbieta makes the catch. Aratz for the rebote. Urrutia rather for the rebote. Caught in the air by Urbieta. Urrutia now from the 9 line. Backhand. Aratz from the 11 line to the inside. Here's a backhand by Aratz. Powerfully thrown. Rebote for Goixerri. Beautiful catch by Urrutia. Splitter. Caught on the forehand of Urbieta. Urbieta powerfully to the inside where it's caught by Aratz. Aratz from the left side. Backhand to the inside. Rebote for Goixerri. Aratz at the 11 from the backhand. Aratz again, this time from the 10. Urbieta's there. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall. Played low and hard by Goixerri. Here's Aratz. Sidearm to the inside, crossing, and stopped by Urbieta. Aratz from the 10 line. Beautiful catch by Aratz in the corner. Big backhand. Caught by Urbieta. Rebote forehand. Fire to the inside by Urrutia. Goixerri back to the inside on the sidewall, and Aratz is there. Urbieta from the 10 line. Rebote forehand by Goixerri. Powerfully thrown, beautifully caught by Aratz. Ball's on the sidewall. Goixerri calls for it. He saves it. Aratz on the rebote, trying to pass Goixerri. Urbieta takes it on the bounce. Goixerri, Aratz reads it well. Goixerri's got it. Hard to the inside. What a scoop from his knees. Aratz makes the play.
Maybe overran it.
Urrutia plays the rebote well. Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Aratz again. Backhand. 2-all.
Oh, that's the right time.
Yermina scores for Aratz. 2 points for Urrutia and Aratz. Quite a point. Urrutia serves.
Well, if there's any question as to whether Aratz can be a 1, you just put on the tape here and just let it run.
Look at his control.
He is everywhere.
Look at that.
On a knee. I mean, he was guarding, you know, the width of the court, directing traffic. Urrutia thought maybe that was going to jump over his head. He puts it on the wall.
Beautifully done.
And then look at this. He sees Goixerri open up to the side wall. That's when they throw the backhand 2-wall.
Powerful serve by Urrutia. Here's the backhand. Rebote left side by Urrutia to the inside. Urbieta's there. Backhand from the 12. To the forehand of Aratz. Beautiful catch in the corner. Goixerri now from the 9 line. Powerful, powerful backhand. Straight back and stopped by Aratz. That ball kicked up and hit the overhead screen. That's a 4th point for Goixerri and Urbieta. Goixerri has the serve.
Yeah, hasn't missed many balls today, but he's fallen victim to that overhead screen a couple of times now. Makes the catch, but he never has it settled in the basket. Doesn't have full control. Sends it up a little higher than he wants. Back to a 2-point lead. Goixerri serving.
Here's the backhand by Aratz. Goixerri lets it pass. He's got the rebote, turns it into a 2-all that scores. 5 points for Goixerri and Urbieta here in the first set. Possible set point.
Well, the Renegades have been caught a couple of times with shots off the rebote. They turned one back on their opponents here. Goixerri recognizing that Urrutia is pushing a bit here, down 2 points here in the set, and it makes it 3 with a tremendous shot.
It's a hard serve by Goixerri. Here's the backhand, low runner to the inside. Urbieta's there. Urrutia reaches up, backhand from the 9 line, wall-to-wall rebote kicks out to the 5. Goixerri's on it to the inside. Aratz, backhand from the 9. Low and hard and stopped by Goixerri. Split placement, stopped by Aratz. Aratz to the inside. Urbieta's there. Here's Aratz from the 11. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Goixerri, forehand rebote. Caught by Urrutia. Urrutia winds up. Powerful costado to the inside. What a catch by Urbieta. That backhand took off and hit the overhead screen. 3 points for Urrutia and Aratz of the Fireballs. Still possible set point for Goixerri. And Urbieta. Got to think that Goixerri is looking for this rebote.
Yeah, and look at that one. It just kind of ate Urbieta up, and then you see the result of the next throw up in the overhead screen. Again, the way he caught it looked like he didn't have full control, and that backhand tells you he didn't.
Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Caught in the air by Urrutia. Low hard backhand, stopped by Urbieta. Aratz to the inside. Into the corner, out to the rebote. Tough save. That cleared the overhead screen. Beautifully played by Goixerri. Here's Urrutia. Cortada. Stopped in the backcourt by Urbieta. Goixerri picks this up on the bounce. Costado. Aratz passes on the scoop, turns that into a 2-all that lands wide. Point and set to Goixerri and Urbieta of the Renegades. They take the first set 6-3. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set. My, oh my.
First set, well played by the Renegades, 6-3. Goixerri and Urbieta take them within a set of the Winter 25 Battle Court Championship. The Renegades just need one of these next 2 sets, or we're going to be moving on to match 6, which will be Stan and Ben against Lalu and Cabrera, if needed.
Some replays from that first set.
Let's take a look here. Goixerri early on makes the catch and sends it outside.
It's beautifully executed to score.
Urrutia, look at the concentration. He makes the catch. Oh, look at that. Scooped up by Goixerri. Karam in, just out of reach.
Folks don't realize they're in the splash zone right there. I mean, you know.
I think it used to be a little splashier, if I could say so myself. It feels like the net's a little stronger. They used to come out deep into that first row.
Well, you got to tight, you know. Even if there's a net between you, you don't want the front quarters sitting in the front row.
No.
Those seats are
that's
reserved.
Not why that's not why the seats are open. Well, I see Ben over there getting his massage work in after the set victory, of course.
But who's massaging Ben, Andrew? Cool Fitness?
Still asking the questions, Stu. We don't know. That's the shame of it all, isn't it?
I don't know if Ben signed up for the cool treatment, but we'll have to find out.
I'm with you now.
About 15 seconds away from beginning the second set. See if we'll go to a third and decisive set, or if the Renegades will take it now.
Pretty cut and dry here for the Fireballs. They need to win these next 2 sets to win the match and extend their season. You know, again, this Renegades team, you know exactly what you have to do going into it. But their mindset is good luck. Beat Goixerri, Goixerri. So far, Renegades have won all 3. They took the first set of this match within a set of winning the championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second set. Urrutia will have the serve for the Fireballs. There's a serve by Urrutia. The second set begins. Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Hard throw to the inside. Urbieta's there. Catch by Urrutia. 2-all by Urrutia thrown. In and scoring. Urrutia and Aratz on the board first for the Fireballs. Urrutia has the serve.
You know, funny exactly how Urrutia played set 1 in his first match and how he began set 2 in that first match as well, just coming off shooting with the season on the line.
To shoot it with Goixerri running up the sideline, I mean,
it's dangerous, but again, you know.
Yeah, it takes balls, big balls.
Haven't won these long rallies either, so got to switch it up. That's a great start.
Powerful serve by Urrutia. Low runner by Urbieta is scooped up by Aratz. Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Backhand by Urbieta again. Urrutia, powerful backhand, caught in the air. Here's Aratz from the 12 line to the inside. Beautiful catch by Urbieta. Aratz is there, backhand from the 10. In the corner, Urbieta's there. Urrutia makes the catch. Costado inside, powerfully thrown, beautifully caught. Backhand by Aratz. High and hard to the back wall, Goixerri for the rebote. Sidearm save. This one caught by Aratz. Aratz hard to the inside. Another great catch by Urbieta. Goixerri now from the 9 line. Powerful backhand along the wall the whole way. Aratz is there. Urbieta from the 11 line. Aratz now on the forehand. Keeps it low. Goixerri picks it up on the bounce. Backhand from the 8 line. Wall to wall. Splitter. Stopped on the forehand of Urbieta. Aratz on the backhand to the inside. Urbieta's there again. Rebote for Urrutia, played to the inside. Here's Urbieta from the 12 line. Aratz from the 10. Aratz deep in the backcourt, backhand from the 12 line. Goixerri, Costado to the inside at the sidewall. Aratz makes the stop. Rebote forehand by Urrutia to the left side of Urbieta. Aratz now from the 12 line. Rebote left side. Beautiful catch by Goixerri. He makes the catch with a hop, puts it inside. Urrutia, midcourt, stopped by Urbieta. That backhand gets away from Urbieta and hits the pad. 2 points for Urrutia and Aratz. Urrutia has the serve.
Again with that low runner, you know, you try to throw it so low that you give away the point. I mean, Urbieta, threw that in the lower half of the pad. I mean, that one not close.
Urbieta having made some spectacular catches in what potentially could be his last points playing professional highlight. Fantastic catches in the corner. Powerful serve by Urrutia. Here's the backhand. Low and hard to the inside, and Aratz is there. Powerful throw from the 12 line. Rebote for Goixerri. Big bounce brought down by Aratz. Powerful backhand by Aratz, stopped by Urbieta. Aratz keeps it on the left side, scoops it up, hard throw to the inside. In the corner, Urbieta is there. Here's the backhand by Aratz, powerfully thrown. Urbieta again. Aratz takes that at the sidewall. Urrutia left side to the inside. Big bounce brought down deep in the backcourt by Urbieta. Urrutia left side by Urrutia, stays inside. Here's a backhand by Urbieta. Urrutia again. Urbieta from the 13 line. Urrutia now on the forehand. Cortada stopped by Urbieta. Back to the inside he goes. Here's the backhand by Aratz. Passing. Urbieta. Goixerri makes the save. Aratz attacks. Backhand powerfully thrown. And what a catch off the wall by Urbieta. Aratz backhand 2-all. Lands in and scores. 3 points for Urrutia and Aratz. Urrutia serves. It's a judgment call.
A rare miscalculation.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming fast, and sometimes it's just easier to go for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Goixerri's thinking about it. I mean, maybe just a little tired. I mean, you just, again, maybe out of reach too, but he knew it right away.
Powerful, powerful serve by Urrutia. Urrutia. Urrutia left side, stays to the inside, and Urbieta's there on the 13 line. Aratz advances, backhand from the 10. Powerful throw. Urrutia. Catch by Aratz, backhand from midcourt. Right to the corner, out to the Urrutia, on the wall. Goixerri makes the save. Aratz, again, low runner, scooped up at the back wall by Urbieta. Urrutia, 2-all, stopped by Goixerri. Goixerri powerfully. What a save by Aratz. Here's Goixerri. Low and hard.
Oh,
and
my
what
goodness.
an amazing scoop by Aratz.
That's crazy.
That Urrutia is hooked. My, oh my. 4 points for Urrutia and Aratz. Urrutia has the serve.
Well, it was a funky kick here. I mean, look at that, skipped, and he still caught it.
My goodness, what
I mean,
a
that didn't bounce at all, Stu.
No.
And then to clear the overhead screen on the next throw too is still awfully tough. My, what a combination, and maybe one that can flip the momentum. 4-0. Our ball's hanging in.
Here's the backhand by Urbieta. Aratz from deep in the backcourt. Urbieta from the 12 line to the inside. Aratz is there. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Urrutia for Goixerri. Forehand Urrutia, low and hard. Caught on the forehand of Aratz. Sends it deep. Floater. Urrutia played for the big bounce. Aratz makes the Urrutia. What a catch again by Aratz. Here's the backhand. Urrutia passes. Split placement, caught in the air by Goixerri. Goixerri rifles this one. Urrutia got in there. He made the save.
I don't think anybody was
Here's
focused on
Goixerri.
it.
Costello 2-all, hit the pad.
Wow.
That is 5 points for Urrutia and Aratz of the Fireballs. Urrutia has the serve. Well, not to be undone.
No.
I think Urrutia had enough of Aratz making just blisteringly crazy catches.
Well, the presence of mind to get back into this play, too, is, I mean, that's just great instincts by Urrutia. Look at where he starts. I mean, that's a great catch by Aratz. He's not too far from where he's going to be to try to save this Urrutia. Look at Urrutia, couldn't get up there. Aratz, look at where he is. I mean, he starts up at the 5 line when Goixerri throws it and gets to this
Goixerri picks the serve. Costello stopped by Urrutia. Powerful forehand. Urrutia save. Caught by Urrutia. Urrutia powerfully. What a catch by Urbieta. To the inside where it scores. There will be no shutout in this set. Goixerri and Urbieta on the board with a point. Goixerri has a serve. Still possible set point for Urrutia and Aratz.
I can't remember better play across the board, all players, all rankings in a championship game day. I mean, Urbieta here, I mean, it's player by player is the star of every point. First Aratz, then Urrutia, then Urbieta here makes the save, then the catch as it crosses the wall and gets his team the point.
You're right, Andrew. I mean, just tremendous play, presence of mind, keeping yourself in it. Here's the backhand by Aratz. Wall-to-wall, Urrutia coming out to the 5 line. Goixerri to the inside. Urrutia forehand. Goixerri on the left side. Costado 2-all. Lands in and scores. Quite the coastie by Goixerri. Goixerri and Urbieta with 2 points and the serve.
Yeah, that's particularly nasty, Stu.
Where did this usually
top? I mean, this was the, oh my, that's like the 1.5 line?
Wow.
Oh my goodness, that just kissed the front wall and opened up wide.
Beautifully done.
You usually see that with the right side. With the left, that takes special power.
Powerful serve by Goixerri. Here's the backhand by Aratz. Urrutia. Aratz on the catch. Here's the backhand. Urbieta from the 11 line to the inside. Urrutia. Left side by Urrutia. Big bounce. Urbieta keeps it going. Catch by Urrutia. Urrutia powerfully dropping. Saved by Urbieta. The scoop attempt goes off the frame of Urrutia's cesta. That is a 3rd point for Goixerri and Urbieta. Goixerri has a serve. A 5-1 lead is dangerous. We've always said it. Especially when you got Urrutia ready to retire and you got Goixerri.
Urbieta, yeah.
Urbieta.
I don't think Urrutia is retired.
No. He's got, hopefully at least another 20 years anyway.
But the scoop there, boy, what a tough play. Big bounce, too, and Renegades with 3.
I can't even keep up. Urrutia coming out. Goixerri to the inside. Aratz lets it pass, makes the save, sent that too high. It hit the overhead screen. That is a 4th point for Goixerri and Urbieta here in the 2nd set. Still possible set point for Urrutia and Aratz. Goixerri serves.
And really just the last 2 points, lazy mistakes by the Fireballs. Urrutia flat-footed tries to scoop one up in front of the 4 line when Aratz easily could have made the catch in the backcourt. And Aratz just kind of swinging wildly on that Urrutia, catching a piece of the overhead screen. When you have a 5-1 or a 5-2 lead, it feels bigger than it is. And I don't know if Urrutia goes for that scoop if it's not 5-1 or 5-2. I'm not sure Aratz plays the Urrutia quite like that if they're down a point or it's tied. And now it's 5-4, just like that.
Fault under serve. 2nd serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
I mean, and now you're just playing a match to 2. I mean, if you're the Renegades, you couldn't just win 2 points. Everything that happened before doesn't really matter, just 2. Oh, but
Urrutia picks the serve. The 2-all is off the court and out of play. It is 5-5. This is set point for the Fireballs to bring it to a 3rd and final set. This is possible match and championship point for Goixerri, Urbieta, and the Renegades.
Just missed it. He's got a great opportunity there, Stu. It's not going to get any better. He just threw it wide. You can't fault him. You just got to execute late.
Here's the catch by Aratz, backhand to the inside. Goixerri has it in the air. Powerful backhand. Urrutia coming out. Urrutia on the Urrutia. Catch by Urbieta at the 13 line. Aratz is there. Backhand from the 12. Urrutia for Goixerri. To the inside. Urrutia dropping. Saved by Aratz. To the outside it goes. Urbieta on the forehand. Catch by Aratz. Backhand. Straight up the middle. Urbieta's there. Backhand to the inside. Catch by Urrutia. Urrutia from the costado. Catch by Urbieta over the heads of 2 players. This one caught by Aratz. To the corner it goes. Urbieta's there again. Urrutia from the 9 line. Powerful backhand. Urrutia for Goixerri. Goixerri on the Urrutia to the inside. Aratz alone for the Urrutia. Caught by Goixerri. Catch on the forehand of Aratz. Cortada by Aratz. Stopped by Goixerri. Backhand from the 9 line. Into the corner it goes. Aratz is there. Here's Goixerri from the 8 line. Wall to wall. Urrutia coming out. Powerful forehand, Urrutia. Goixerri to the outside. He makes a diving save. Aratz up high. Backhand from the 7 with control. Urbieta backhand to the inside. Aratz takes it in the air to 12. Urrutia for Goixerri. Urrutia comes cross court with control in the backhand. Urrutia coming up the middle. Goixerri to the inside. Aratz. Urrutia to the inside. Big bounce. Brought down by Urbieta in the corner. Urrutia makes the catch. Winds up. Urbieta to the inside. Catch by Urrutia. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Urrutia for Goixerri up at the 5 line. Split placement. Stopped on the forehand of Aratz. Aratz keeps it low. Urbieta reaches in and keeps it alive. Big backhand follows. Urrutia, split placement, scooped up by Goixerri. Goixerri, this one caught by Urrutia. Urrutia fires it from the costado, and Urbieta's there. Aratz from the 10 line, backhand. Urbieta, backhand to the inside. Urrutia left side by Urrutia, kicks up, and Urbieta's there. Aratz from the 12, backhand, powerfully thrown to the corner. Urrutia by Urrutia, back to the inside. Here's Urbieta at the back wall. Aratz, what a catch at the side wall at the 13. That ball stays on the inside, floating out. Goixerri makes the play. Urrutia to the inside. Urbieta advances, backhand from the 11. Aratz from the 13, backhand to the inside. Goixerri looking for the Urrutia up high. Aratz takes it on the bounce, backhand from the 11.
Tough one.
Ball is tipped. Point, set, match, and the Winter 2025 championship for Goixerri, Urbieta, and the Renegades. Point. And there you have it, Andrew. My, oh my. The Renegades win it. What a hard-fought set. What a hard-fought match. Phenomenal, phenomenal play, Andrew. Phenomenal, phenomenal play.
For Urbieta. Going out with a victory here as we'll catch up with the champions. We'll get the Renegades over here. Guys, come up over this way. Goixerri, Goenaga, Flores, champions of the Winter 25 Battle Court season here with the captain, Goixerri. Ben's back behind him. We'll get Urbieta over here. Urbieta's coming. Here with the champion Renegades, Urbieta and Goixerri. You guys out there is the #1 team, able to close it out there. But I'll ask you, Goixerri, you've been on this team the last 3 seasons. You've lost in the championship those 2 years. How much motivation did you have coming into tonight to get it done?
A lot, no? Always is a privilege to be on the final. If we are in the finals, if we lose, it's a good job too, but if we win, it's better. Happy. I'm sad about my fireballs too, because I want my brother to win too, but it's not possible for both of us, and happy because we lost, like you said, 2 in a row, and we deserve this one.
Yeah, and Urbieta, I'll ask you, a big part of this Renegades team, we talked about retiring after this year. What does it mean to go out as a champion, winning your final season here in Battle Court?
It's amazing. I think it's the perfect way to finish my career. It's been many years. I want to thank everybody who was part of this career. Many years, many players, many friends, all my family. I just want to say thank you to everybody.
Awesome, guys. Congratulations to the Renegades. We'll make our way over back this way. Our Winter 25 Battle Court champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me get the Renegades over here. Let me get the whole team. Come on over, guys. Let's go. All right. What a night for Jai-Alai. What a night for this team. UD's team led by Goixerri, their captain. They've been to the finals 5 out of 7 seasons. They lost the last 2 in sudden death. It's only fitting season 7 goes to the Renegades. on. Don't do that yet. All right, and while we've got the Renegades out here, we've got Sylvester King out here representing the UD Foundation. It's our pleasure at Magic City Jai-Alai, Battle Court Jai-Alai, to present this check to the UD Foundation for $40,000. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much. Let's hear it for the Renegades. Let's hear it for the Fireballs, a gallant team. It was an amazing final. As we said, 5 out of 7 years to the championship. It's a little bit of time for celebration for these boys. Let's let them celebrate their championship. Our Renegades.
See the Renegades over there, guys, celebrating that Winter 25 championship. We're gonna step out of the way here. The last couple of years we've had to get a new pair of shoes, so we'll let these guys get the champagne on. I think we're going to close it out here with you folks as the Renegades are celebrating over here to my left. It's been a great Winter 25 Battle Court season, confetti going off. We'll be back after the summer, first week of September, back for Season 8. Stu Nyman, it's been a great season. Pleasure working alongside you. Congratulations again to the Renegades, our champions. We'll see you back in September, folks. Have a good night.